Huzzah! PC Monk here with another Bitcoin video. Before that, here's a disclaimer that says everything in this channel is for educational purpose only, no financial advice. Please read that and double read and triple read it if you'd like to. All right, BTC at 110K, where we set, where I projected it, right? We never predicted, we always projected, but it happened. Now, everything lines for a pullback down to my 2 cents. Okay, and the reason is, first of all, we held where we were talking about yesterday on the 1 hour. We pushed it, then we fucking came back and retested very fast. You would say this was just a comeback. I would tell you this was a profit taking. This was a big profit taking. Somebody front run the 110, and then guess what? We went above it, right? Now, does that mean, oh shit, we're going to go to the moon? Not necessarily. There is still room for upside. Okay, at this point, we are in price discovery. All we could talk about is lower time frame. I mean, what do you have in 4 hour time frame? It's just two candles. There's nothing to talk about here, right? 1 hour doesn't really look weakened yet. We do have this bullish retest. This is the new area of to hold on 1 hour. All right. So once you, let me remove the yesterday's arrow. So once you basically, I feel like I jumped into TA very fast, but anyway, that's what I do. Once you lose the daily open, which is right here, right? So first the daily open, then you're gonna come here. And when you lose this, you might do a retest. And if you don't gain the navy blue line and the daily open, you're gonna go. You're gonna come back down, without a doubt. Now, to the upside, however, we could have a pullback around here. It's a could, and then go. Or this could just slowly go up from here, just like what it's doing, slowly, controlled manner, right? Really nothing to talk about other than this. We could talk about USDT more though. So where's USDT at? USDT is still going down, still has room to hit this 4.39, right? At 4.39, it's a daily level coming from, oh, if I want to be completely exact, it's this. It says we only whacked into it once. Right now we're here. So it's 4.37 actually, not 4.39. So we haven't yet hit this. In my opinion, USDT could go even lower. Clear this area as well. All of these people, because when you hit the blue line, the yellow line, you're not going to clear a lot, right? But when you come a little bit lower, you'll be clearing everybody here, and then maybe show a V-shaped recovery for the end of the week, right? Could be something like that. Now, is this a green vector? Oh, it's a yellow vector. So yeah, we could come around, touch it. That's a possibility. That's a possibility. Right now we did a new low on it. On the 4 hour USDT, as we mark the level that it's gonna lose, which you could see. I mean, this was just a but some liquidity that got grabbed, and once we hit that liquidity, all right. So once we hit the liquidity, you could see the reaction to it, but then we sliced it. This is not important anymore. The 4 hour, however, is very important. As you could see around here, how many times we try to go above it, we failed. But we even try to go above it here. We try to hold it, but we failed. So if it really wants to do anything, all right, this is the first thing, 4.61. So you could come hold the daily open. You could, do a swing, but you have to hold this. Or we could do an under test and then go down. A lot of ways this could happen. Today we have news, guys. I'll get to that. So that's why today I think it's going to be a wiki day where we might go down and then come back up, or vice versa. All right. But overall, it could do something like this, or it could just continue to dump till we go below the daily. My money is continue to dump below the daily and then basically reverse it. That's my money on. But we'll see. Maybe I'm wrong most of the time. So, all right. So that's USDT. USDT gives us a little bit more clear thing because we do have still history on it, right? And I think this area will be cleared out today. Now we do have a basically volume imbalance right here as well. I'm not sure if it wants to come around this. This is going to be interesting if we do. But yeah, for now, we're talking about the daily, the loose of a 4.37, and then come around this. Basically, before you come down to this, okay? Before you come down to this, you gotta clear this. So I think this is more plausible than this, because this area is where the consolidation happens. So even if we do have something, it's gonna be buy side liquidity, not just like sell buy side volume imbalance, which here is volume imbalance. So I think we're gonna come around here on USCT. Now, with that being said, time for liquidations. All right, liquidation. So this is the 48 hours of model number 1. As you can see, to the upside, we are getting new liquidity. To the downside, there's some at 108, 607, some at 109. There's some liquidity to the downside. To the upside, it's kind of getting interesting. So this is same level, same model, only different time frame. 3 days. You can see here around 1100 or yeah, 111. Sorry, guys. My brain sometimes fart when I want to say 100 million or something like that. Anyway, around this area, there's still room to go, right? All the way to 120, I would say. But we can't say we can't see 120, and I don't think it's gonna just wick it to 120 because it's gonna go slowly towards upside. All right, so people gonna short, 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 and then when there's enough liquidity, when there's enough short to push it higher, then they're gonna do it. All right, now why would I say that? If you take a look at the Model 2, which I don't really talk about Model 2, but take a look at only the past 24 hours. Look how many shorts are getting open here. Now, this is slowly gonna go up, so we get more shorts open, and their liquidation is obviously gonna be above here. You can see there's a lot of liquidity to be grabbed here at around 111, right? 112. That's for now, it's the biggest one. Now, this is model number 3. The threshold is at 8. Again, you could see around 112, there's big cluster of liquidations to be grabbed. And then we go around 115. All right, now large orders, which we basically talk about it every day, you could see that a lot of large orders are getting filled as we discussed. There's more to be filled. Now, the biggest one after this one, which was 34 million at 110, 700, 1, was it 110? Where's the price? 110, exactly 110, 110. Okay, now the next one is around 115. The next one is around 120, right? So this is basically 120. That is it. So these are the big clusters to be taken, 120, and then we go to $125,000, as you guys could see. And these are like rounded numbers. If you take a look at this, 115, right? There's no, basically, it's just rounded. Look at this one, 112, or I said $1,200,000. Am I even saying the number correctly? Hold on, I gotta pause and rethink about this. So yeah, 115, 112, I had to just recheck. Recheck. I'm not a native English speaker, by the way, so if you guys didn't know, that's why I gotta recheck sometimes. Shameless. All right. But yeah, so these are all basically rounded numbers as well, right? So this tells you something. Now, be careful. Some might front run this. So you're looking at 120, and then you see we're having a big sell at like 119, 876, for example. So always be careful about the possible front run. Now, today, Thursday, we're waiting for this. we're waiting. If you're doing London session, you have to wait for this. If you're doing London session, you have to wait for this. All right, GBP PMI. And then the most importantly, it's going to be USD unemployment claims and PMI on it. This is the important day of this week, I would say. Now, obviously, the news are here and there talking about, what's next for Dow, what's next for Pi, what's next for that. I didn't find anything interesting other than nothing, basically. I mean, this was the only interesting thing. Solana Seekers phone with their own token. Other than that, everything was like why Bitcoin pumped and stuff like that. I mean, I don't really follow the news. Do you? Do you when you want to trade? I don't. Anyway, that said, let's just jump into Nasdaq. Let's talk about Nasdaq yesterday. Holy shit, bro! It went up and then it smacked it down. I think they're like, you can see we marked this before. They grabbed some liquidity here and they even went below it. Now, if you take a look at it on the 4-hour. What? So we came here, we cleared everybody here in this area, right? I think what Nasdaq basically did is just getting ready to pump. It's just getting ready to go for that all-time high today. That's what I think. And obviously the next stop's gonna be around here. It's gonna be around here on the 4-hour time frame. If we lose this green line, we're gonna continue down. However, all right, this could do slowly but surely one of these till the news come in, and then they could even wick it down one more time, but I think they're gonna wick it up even after they wick it down. So they could wick it down to clear these people, but then they're gonna wick it up, right? That's what I think. That's Nasdaq. SPX did the same thing. Only didn't have much room to go up to the upside. So we talked about SPX for the upside. It has to come above the daily, basically yesterday's open right around here and then push it. All right, until you gain the daily, until you gain this parallel channel, nothing's gonna happen. And it did the same thing. The only thing I wonder, is SPX gonna start like maybe from the middle and then push it higher, right? We filled this gap too, and then we're gonna have a gap here that we're gonna fill. I think they want to fill this gap before they do anything else. Not sure about it, but we are below the 4-hour line, so this could come back down and then go back up. Overall, I think SPX gonna go back up as well. How's ES1 doing? Yeah, ES1's slowly coming back towards this gap. So we might fill the gap, over futures, but when SPX opens, if it were from the bottom, then there's going to be another big gap. But then, as we're going up, this gap's going to get filled. So overall, you have to go above the pink line, and then you have to go above this. If you lose the pink line, you're going to come back down. Now, Dixie not looking good. Again, back to 99. Back to this volume imbalance right here. I thought the recording is paused. Back to this volume imbalance right here. There's a bigger one here. But if you hold this, there's some room for it to go back up. If we hold it, this big if. If we hold it, it's going to do something like this. And then we have to gain the daily. We have to gain the 100. If it doesn't hold it, it's going to push it down. If it pushes it down, it's going to do something like this. We're going to come back down there. Overall, Dixie kind of looks good for a comeback up. VIX is getting a little bit of pressure. So usually when VIX goes up, market comes down. Now, with that being said, guys, I've been looking at Pepe these days. From yesterday, AVAX, Pepe, these things that in my eyes, they have, possible move towards upside. But I'm not going to go into that because it's already 14 minutes. Cake, AVAX, TON, HBAR, Pepe. These are the things, and Pendle. These are the things that I'm playing right now. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for all the support. I actually streamed yesterday for an hour, and I was like, you know what? Since I'm not trading that much, let's just get out. And I missed the moves. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for all the support. Please come by my stream. I start streaming from like I would say 11 a.m. UTC or 12 or noon UTC all the way to New York New York market. I appreciate if you guys come back and come around and say hi. Until next time, guys, stay safe, stay green, and stay healthy. Peace out.